Good evening, everybody. Just going to shut the door. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. My name is Kelley Farley and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland. And tonight we're going to make this tower card. So it sits like that but folds flat to fit into a standard envelope. So, one of the... Let me just get this up on my computer. I'm in a different space today because I'm going to have Debs come and join me and make the card tonight. She's staying over, so just get that up. Do say hello if you were there. And we just had a lovely afternoon making some cards from Stamper Stack, and there was a group of 5 lovely ladies. I think it's been a nice relaxing day chatting. Alright, so this is our card. Let's just pop that a little bit to the top there and bring in the paper trimmer. Now I've had to kind of reorganize myself, so I'm at the dining table. Now I've forgotten my measurements. Hi, Alison. Thank you for coming to go. Thank you for looking for me. I just realised I didn't write down my scoring measurements. 1, 2, 3. And then rotate. Okay, and then we have, let me just, sorry ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to cut that. So we've got 1, 2, no, that's not 1, 2, 1, 3.5, 4.5. Okay, so this is what our card looks like when it's flat. So it is 5.5 deep and 8.25 wide. I know, Maureen, and guess what? We're doing this for Stamp Club too. It's come up really well. I was pretty stoked with the stamp set. So the stamp set that we're using is Pansy Patch, and it comes with some, you can buy the matching dies. So you've got 2 different size flowers, the centerpieces, and then different leaves as well. And then you've got stems. So quite a nice set. And I also, you just finished the dishes, so that was good timing, Andrea. I really do like the sentiments, and the font is really nice, and I like the mix of the fonts. So I have to say, it's one I overlooked, and yeah, but it's really good. All right, so let's start, and we need 1 inch. So we're going to start, and we're going to score along the 8.25 inch. So 8.25 inches is the width of our A4 card. So we're going to come in and we're going to score 1 inch, 2 inches, and 3 inches. And then you could work out the measurements. They look like teddy bears. They do. They always pansies always make me think of puppies when I look at them. And then we're going to rotate, and we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, and 3 inches. All right, so that leaves you a panel in the middle here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, this end, and then 1. So that saves us going 1, 2, 3, measure, and then come back. So, I don't know. You might prefer to do that, and if you do, then that's okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it so it's on this side, and we're going to do some cutting. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this between this line, this score line, and this score line, and then straight over here to this score line and this score line. Oh, go on, Alison. I'm sure you'd love it. All right, so then we're going to cut at 1. So I'm going to put my card in at 1 on the trimmer. I'm going to bring my blade over to 1. Hopefully I'm not in your... So you can see where it is. And then come over to 3. Then lift. And then come over, I think it's like 7 1/4. And then come back to 5 1/4. So it's a bit hard to see on here because of the white paper, but you're essentially cutting in between those two. All right, and then we're going to cut at 2 inches and do the same thing. So we're going to go back to 7 1/4. Then come across to 5 1/4. Lift and go to 3. And then across to 1. All right, and then we're going to do the same at the bottom. So we're going to come up to 1. Let me know if I'm going too fast and I can do it again. So 7 1/4 to 5 1/4. And then across 3. 2, 1. And then you're going to come down to 2. Hopefully I've cut my paper right. And 7 1/4 to 5 1/4. And then 3 across to 1. Now if you find that you don't necessarily cut all the way to the score line, you can just get your snips and even it up if you need to. Okay, so let's go over that. We've got from one end, you're going to score at 1, 2, and 3 inches. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 inches, and you're going to score, and then you're going to rotate, and then you're going to do 1, 2, 3 inches. Hi, Mary, how are you?
Flip it round.
Yep.
1, 7, 3.
Yep. And then you're going to rotate 90 degrees, and on the first score line, you're going to cut from the first score line to the third at 1 inch. So pop it in at 1 inch, and then, yep, and then move your blade to the first score line, which should be at 1 inch. Right, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then go across to 3. Then hold your card in place.
Yep.
Lift it up. Go across. It's 5 1/4 to 7 1/4.
Yep.
Yep. And then you're going to move it to 2 and rotate and do the same thing.
2.
Okay.
And then
So
3.
So you just want to do 2 there, and then from the bottom come up to 1 and 2. So yeah. So that is our piece here. So we're just going to fold. Oh, that's good to hear, Mary. How's everyone dealing with the first day of daylight savings? Are we all good? Still got up early, I feel.
Same again the other side. 1 and 2, wasn't it?
1 and 2, yeah. Alright, so let's just get all our scoring out of the way. You want it to be able to, hi Lisa, you want to be able to have it flexible, like fold really nice and easy so it kind of springs out. So folding backwards and forwards on all your score lines will help to do that. breaks down the fibres a little bit, and it makes it easier to move things around. How's Rotorua, Lisa? Now you can stamp. Hey, Teddy, come. Cold. Oh, it's actually got a bit chilly here. It's funny how daylight saving happens and then the temperature drops a little bit. All right, so we've got all our pieces. Hopefully that will be a little bit easier for you to see now as well.
Do you need that actually?
Okay.
The bones book.
No, you can. I'll bring that in a bit so you can see a bit better.
You were just finishing the school.
Yeah, just folding all of them. All right, so what we're going to do is... oh, is it cold down there, Andrea? We had the door open until not long ago. Quite nice and warm. Okay, so this is a 2-step stamp. It has a solid image and then the detail image. I'm going to stamp the detail image first in the darker colour, and I'm using Starry Sky, which is one that hasn't seen much of an ink pad stamp lately because all of the new ones I've been using. All right, so I'm going to use this stamp just to decorate. So you could decorate. Andrea said it's funny a little bit, but they're soft as well. So, so I'm stamping down here. If you don't want to stamp, you could. It's 1 inch by 5.5, so you could put some design series paper there, like 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4, or something, you know, other. I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go there. And too far over, and then I'm going to go there, and about there, and about there.
It looks too much, but when you put it like that, it's not.
Yeah, it's hard to know, eh? So I'll see how this goes. All right, so that's the outside one. And then I'm just going to use Orchid Oasis to do the solid stamp, and we just line that up. And it looks quite dark, but as the colour processes, it lightens up a bit. You could stamp off if you wanted to, if you think it's too dark, but it does... Oops. It does calm down a bit. Okay, so that's our pansies, and I'm going to just pop a couple of leaves in there as well. Go with that leaf. I'm just going to pop some leaves in between them.
Should I close those?
Yes, please.
No, you've got the top.
I know, I've got the top to do. All right. Probably should have done those leaves the other way, but never mind. Because they're the same. So that's our outside pieces. So what we're going to do is we've got a panel to go in here, but before we put that on, we've got some extra strips. So these strips here are 3/4 of an inch by, remember the length, I think it's 4 1/8. Yeah, so half of your cardstock. So if you were to cut your A4 in half down the middle, then this would be the width, and that just gives a nice little border. And we're going to pop these on. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, oh, that was a bit crap. Organising that. So what I'm going to do actually is, after I did that one yesterday, I thought something on there would look really good. So I'm just going to do some leaves. Yes, embossing would look great actually. And bring my thing out. But just to add a bit of texture and interest, we're going to just do some leaf stamping. That's a big step for you, Andrea, getting rid of all your little scraps. I know you don't like to
on that one too.
Well, that's your optional. I've decided to put it on here this time. Hey! What is the problem? Teddy, stop it. Alright, so those are going to go on there. You could emboss these. Hi, Sue, how are you? You could emboss them. You could use designer series paper. Whichever you decide to do is it's up to you. So, okay. Oh, thank you. Alright, so I'll just pop these on. They go in the opposite direction, but that's okay. You can decide whether you have them on the 3 like this or the 2 middle ones. Sorry, stop barking. How did you get in here?
Oh, that was me.
Oh, no, that's all right. Okay, so we've got
okay in here.
He is okay. All right, so that means that when we are making our card stand up,
I've already stuck them down.
that these pieces are going to fold under. So the pieces that have got the decoration are going to be the pieces that stand up, and then everything else is going to go down. So just borrow that again and come from the back, and we're just going to run the bone folder over this just so that it's got some strength. I'm just using the side of it just because I don't want to get it caught and rip anything, but then you end up with that. Okay, now on my other one I stamped in here. If you want to do that you can. I might just leave it blank this time. And that's a good thing about fires though, isn't it? You can put it in there and then you can't get it back. All right, so this piece here is going to go in the middle, and it's going to, should just sit right in the center, sorry, Debs, like that. And then we're going to stamp on this piece here. So this is the one that I used last time. The little things you do make such a big difference. So I think that's quite nice. Wishing you a little extra happiness. I don't know if I give that to anybody, but you know, it's a little bit. All right. Block. So let's do some green. I'm going to do the Parakeet Party.
Mine's too wide.
That one?
Yeah. I cut it wrong.
Just trim it down. Either that or I gave you the wrong instructions.
No, because it looks wrong.
Okay. So let's see. Oh, that might be too light. see. No, I think the Orchid stands out better, I think. I'll just pop that to the side. And we're going with the Orchid Oasis, sorry.
Where
What?
Where'd the cutter go?
To the end. Okay. It's the little things that you do that make such a big difference. And then we're going to use, let me just borrow that.
Clip into there, because I already put glue on it.
I got clean those. Oops. Put this away. This away. This away. And I'm going with the bigger one. I don't think it'll fit on there. No. I don't think I used that because I wanted to put the green in the middle, so we just used this one here. Okay, so using just the Orchid, I'm going to stamp one there, and I went the other way on my other card, and one there. Oh, I must use the darker one. It's slightly darker. See? Slightly darker, and then we'll use the green Parakeet Party to do.
Which colour did you do your centre?
That one, this colour.
Oh, just in the middle, eh?
Yeah. A little bit of colour in the middle, and then that is the card. So I'm just going to pop this together now. So using, I feel like my glue is running out. I think I replaced 3 in class today. And nearly, and I was close to doing mine, but didn't. Oh, sorry.
Did you do this bit first?
Yes. And then the little bit inside. No, I used that one. Oh, on that one I've done dark, and this one I've done light.
Okay.
So either or.
That one.
That's the one I've just done.
Yeah.
I've used that.
That's the big bit.
Yeah. Alright, and then we're just going to pop that on. You could dress it up with some ribbon. You could
Doesn't need it.
put some diamantes or some gems on there.
Where's the middle piece? Oh, sorry. Oh, you did green.
Yeah. You could do the darker colour if you want to.
Green.
And that's our card. Yeah, I've done the green to try and tie it in. So, like, each time you do it, you can make it different. And you can use it whichever stamp set you like. What you could also do is, before you score and cut it, is you could actually just decorate your paper, your card, with whatever stamp set you're using. And if you're using a big stamp set, then you probably want to do that first. And then you can score and cut everything. And then just add your centre panel. And as I say, it stands up by itself, just not on my paper here. Because it's not flat.
It be a
It is. There we go. It's got a big bulge right in the middle where I was trying to stand it up. So it stands up by itself. And then folds really nice and flat for postage. And then you've got all this space on the back here that you can use to be writing. Thanks, Andrea. So I hope you have a go at making that. What are we up for time? Almost perfect. I have got, I've done the Winnie wheel, but when I went back, yes, Alison, you can write on the back here. So you could put the same size panel on the that you've got that Oasis Orchid colour, you could grab another piece of cardstock that same size and pop it on the back. And then you've got a dedicated space for writing. Otherwise, you could just write. If you've got a light colour like this, you could just write straight on the back. And then that's quite nice for people. Sometimes people don't like having their cards up for other people to read comments, so it makes it a little bit more private. I just glued it, but you could dimensional. Just in there. And I went to put everyone's names on the winning wheel. Thank you, Alison. And only Andrea's name was on there. I don't know if I've missed anybody, but I know that it's been a little bit haphazard over the last 2 weeks, so there may not have been people that have managed to do a card. So congratulations, Andrea. you are our winner. So I've still got your parcel to send, so have a little look and see if there is anything in that list. Actually, I've got a packet of champagne rhinestones that's different to what I sent through, so if you'd like those, let me know. Otherwise, if there's something else that you'd like, more paper, I think you've pretty much got everything else. So thank you very much for sharing your cards, Andrea. Really appreciate it. And I will pop a photo up of this, and hopefully you get a chance to have a go. And if you do, please post it on my page. I'd love to see it, and love to see what theme you make with it. And I will see you on Wednesday. Just a heads up, I'm not going to be home Sunday to do a live, so Wednesday night this week, and then I'll be back Wednesday night next week as well. But no class next Sunday. All right? Because we are away for a few days. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me, lovely ladies, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.